Good morning, everyone.
My co-reporters discussed to you about the concept of confidence limits and its summation. So, my task this morning is to share to you how to calculate confidence limits. So, in calculating confidence limits, we will consider these general formulas. First, we have confidence interval for population mean when population standard deviation is known. Second, confidence interval for population mean when population standard deviation is unknown. Lastly, confidence interval for population proportion. So in order for us to calculate the confidence limits, so we will use the formulas of confidence interval. So my task this morning is to discuss to you the first general formula. So which is confidence interval for population mean when population standard deviation is known. So the formula for this is confidence interval is equal to bar x plus minus z times standard deviation over square root of n, where bar x is the sample mean, the z is the z-score corresponding to the desired confidence level. Example, so the 95 or the z-score of the 95% confidence level is 1.96, and this symbol is the population standard deviation, and n stands for sample size. Okay, so let's have an example for the first general formula. Suppose we have a sample of 50 students and want to estimate the average score on a math test for the entire student population. So the sample mean score is 75 and the population standard deviation is known to be 10. We want to calculate a 95% confidence interval for the population mean score. Okay, so our problem here is to calculate the 95% confidence interval for the population mean score. So for us to calculate this problem, so we will identify first the given facts. So the given facts are we have 50 students as the sample size. We also have the sample mean score, which is 75, and we also have the standard deviation, which is 10, and we also have a confidence level, which is 95%. So to calculate this or to solve this problem, we will use, or to calculate the population mean score, we will use the first general formula, which is confidence interval is equal to bar x plus minus z times standard deviation over square root of n. Okay, so first things first, let us substitute. So sample mean score, we have 75. The z-score here is 1.96. Okay, so to find the z-score, so we will use the t distribution table. So in this table, z-score and the confidence level are given. So the confidence level starts from 0% to 99.9%, and the z-score is from 0 to 3.291. So in our problem, it is given a 95% confidence level. So let us find the equivalent of uh, 95% confidence level in terms of its z-score. So all you need to do is to find the 95% and its equivalent z-score. So the equivalent z-score of 95% confidence level is 1.960 or 1.96. So that is how you find the z-score of a certain confidence level. So using this t-distribution table, it is easy for you to find it. Okay, let's go back to our problem. Okay, so again, we have 75 plus minus 1.96 times 10 over square root of 50. So first part of the equation that we will solve is this, the 10 over square root of 50. So let us find first the square root of 50. So the square root of 50 is 7.071. So after finding the square root of 50, so we will divide 10 divided by 7.071. So 10 divided by 7.071, the answer is 1.414. So after finding the answer, so we will multiply it by 1.96. So 1.96 times 1.414 is, the answer is 2.77. So we already found the confidence interval of the problem, which is 75 plus minus 2.77. So for us to identify the confidence limits of the confidence interval, so we will find first the upper limit, so which is 70. So if you in finding the upper limit, so all you need to do is to add 75 and 2.77, and the answer is 77.77. And next one is to find the lower limit. So all you need to do is to subtract 75 and 2.77. So we can have the answer, which is 72.23. Okay, so we can say now that the confidence limits or the confidence boundaries of the confidence interval are 72.23 and 77.77. So we can also say that we are 95% confident that the population mean score lies between the confidence interval 72.23 to 77.77. So I think that's all for my task this morning. So the next examples and the next general formulas will be discussed by my co-reporters. So thank you so much for listening.